So welcome to online class 1. Do you know the full form of KET? Can anyone tell the full form of KET? What is KET, by the way?
Cambridge English Assessment.
No, KET, Cambridge English Assessment is the full form of CAE.
Oh, sorry.
CAE, yes. Can you say the full form of KET?
K
Anyone?
English test.
Yes, this is K English test, okay? KET, K English test. Now I will share my screen, so you have to tell whether you are seeing my screen or not. Okay, so can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is the screen is
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Good. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
can you see the logo Cambridge English?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So basically, this is the official logo of Cambridge English. Whenever you will get your certificates, then you will see this logo. This official logo is on your result sheet. Okay. In today's class, we will talk about listening. You can see this word key. So this is basically KET. Okay, Key English test. And today's class will be about listening. Today's class, I will give you some instructions, suggestions, and also you will be familiar with the question patterns, okay, of KET. Starting by, you can see the time, it is approximately 35. Can you see the time? Your time will be 35 minutes. Is it so? No, this is not 35 minutes. You will get 29 minutes and you will have 6 minutes basically in between those areas to transfer your answers. You can see this word including 6 minutes transfer time. Can you see including?
Yes, sir.
So what does this means? Including 6 minutes transfer time. Can you say what is this? Including 6 minutes. So you have to minus 6 minutes from 35. Your actual time is 29 and you will get extra 6 minutes to transfer your answers. Okay. Now going to the instruction to the candidates. First instruction, do not open this question paper until you are told to do so. Basically, when your teacher will say, then you will open your questions. Write your name, center number, candidate number on your answer sheet if they are not already there. So can you say what does that mean? Write your name, center number, candidate number on your answer sheet if they are not already there. So when you will see your name, center number, and candidate number, if you see your name, center number, and candidate number already in your answer sheet, then you don't need to answer, okay? But if you see that your name, center number, and candidate numbers are not there, then you have to write your information, okay? If you see these informations in your answer sheet, then you don't need to answer. But if you don't see these informations, then you have to write your name, center number, and candidate number. By the way, can you say your center number? Can you say anyone about your center number? Do you know your center number, by the way? Do you know your center number? Whenever you start your steppings for Cambrian School, your first staircase, you can see the logo. Have you noticed the
Sir,
logo?
sir,
Yes.
sir, VD065.
Yes, very good, very smart. You can also see I have given the profile picture in your WhatsApp pic. If you see that picture, if you see closely, then you will see your center number. Okay, your center number is basically B065. Okay, this is your official center number, our official center number. Now we are going to the next instructions, and that is listen to instructions for each part of the paper carefully. Okay, you will understand these things. We are going exactly to the next segment. So your exam time is 29 minutes, and also you will get extra 6 minutes to transfer your answers. And now we are going to the next segment, and that is information for candidates. Now, the first thing is there are 5 parts to the test. So basically, your test will be divided into 5 parts. Okay, you will have 5 listening parts. Each question carries 1 mark. That means your every questions will be about 1 mark. You will hear each piece twice. Now that is important. Okay, each question will be repeated twice. Okay, you will hear those questions twice. And then for each part of the test, there will be time for you to look through the questions and time for you to check your answers. Basically, whenever you will, finish your part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, then you will have some times to, transfer or check your answers. Okay. So these are that 6 minutes. Okay. These are that extra 6 minutes. So whenever one part will be finished, two part will be finished, then you will have slightly time, to change your answers. Okay. Okay, I am seeing two persons, Ayat Mia and Aptahi Mahmood, and they are conversating. This is not your personal messenger group or WhatsApp group. Okay, you have to understand why you are writing this type of SMS. Kire, nah, this is an official listening class, not your personal WhatsApp or messenger class. Okay, so better you not write this type of thing. Only write official things. Okay, or study related thing. Do you understand? Ayat Mia and Aptahi Mahmood, can you respond? Who are these persons, by the way? Ayat Mia and Aptai Mahmood. Okay. So please don't write this type of things. Okay. This is your official online class, by the way. So we are proceeding to the next segment. I'm repeating, you will have 5 parts. Each and every question will have 1 mark. Okay. Each question will be played twice. And for every completing part, there will be little time, to change your answers. Now, we are going to the part 1. I have told earlier in our first class, I will give you instructions and suggestions of your listening test. Okay. Part 1. So can you see the screen clearly? This is most important. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
And can you hear my sound? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is my
Yes, sir.
speed is fast or slow? If I have to slow down, or this speed is okay? Because we have little time and you have to cover all the aspects. Okay. And that's why I need to speak a little fast, because in these times you have to cover all the things. Okay. So is this okay? Can you understand my sounds and language?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see the part 1. There will be 5 questions, questions 1 to 5, and you can see the instructions. For each question, choose the correct answer. So basically what you have to do, you will hear the question. You can see the first question, where will Claire meet Alex? So you will hear the question, and then you will hear these 3 pictures, 3 options. Okay. First of all, you will hear the question, and then you will hear the options, and the next thing. You have to check and you have to give your correct answer according to the audio. Okay. This question will be played twice. You have to understand and you have to choose the correct answer according to your listening. Okay. So this is easy. You will hear the question and then you will hear all the options. Remember, all the options will be played. Okay. There will be not about only one options. All these 3 options will be played. Okay. And you have to understand and you have to focus all those options. If you don't focus in listening test, then you will not find the correct answer. Okay. So do you understand this thing? This is easy. First of all, you will hear the question and then you will hear all these 3 options. And based on the listening, you have to choose the correct answer. Do you understand, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And by the way, you don't need to write the words. Okay. You can see there are options A, B, and C. So in your answer sheet, you can only write your options. Okay. Suppose the answer is A, then you have to write 1A or 1B or 1C. So all these 5 options, there will be same. Okay. There will be questions, there will be options. You will hear the question, you will hear the options, you will hear the options and question twice. And then based on your listening, you have to choose the correct option, the correct answer. Okay. So this is all about the part 1. So do you understand the part 1, students?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
can I go to the part 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now we are going to the next part, that is part 2, and I'm reading that instructions. In part 2, you will have question 6 to 10. You can see the instruction for each question. Write the correct answer in the gap. Write one word or a number or a date or a time. Now this is important. Remember, you cannot write more than one word. Okay, you have to remember that you cannot write more than one word or more than one number or more than one date or more than one time. Okay, you have to write only one word or one number or a date or a time. And this is all about the fill in the gap. So you basically know the drills of fill in the gap. You have to fill the gaps, but important is suggestions. Now I will give you some tips and tricks and suggestions, and you have to remember these things. You have to remember my suggestions. Okay, remember, do not repeat any words. Do not repeat any word. Okay, you can see option question number 6, 15th June to 20th. Do you see the question, by the way? 15th June to 20th. Do you see? Students, can you see this thing 20th?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can see this word is already there. This word 20th is already there. So you cannot repeat that word. Okay. Suppose if any candidate give answers that 20th something December or November, then your answer will be wrong because this word, this 20th is already in the question. Okay. So because this word is already in the question, then you cannot repeat that word. Okay. You have to remember this thing, that because this word is already in the question, so you don't need to repeat that word. Okay. Now, the tip is really important. Now I will give you some important tips and tricks about having some good answers in fill in the gaps. So whenever you will see this type of thing, okay, whenever you will see this type of fill in the gap questions, then you have to remember the initial words and the after words. Initial words and afterwards. So do you know what is actually basically the initial words and the afterwards? Do you know? Suppose you can see the question 6 and this is 15th June to 20th. So the initial word is 20th. Can you see 20th? So whenever you will hear the audio, you have to hear this thing 20th. And your answer will be automatically there because after 20th, there will be answer. Okay. So in fill in the gap types of question, you have to remember the initial words or afterwards. Suppose in this question, question number 7, there afterwards, can you say the afterwards? Which are the afterwards? Can anyone tell?
Years old.
Very good. Yes. So in question 7, you can see the afterwards years old. Okay. Now, there are no words in question 8. Can you see? There are no afterwards or initial words. Is this right? No, there are still initial words. There are no after words, but there are initial words. Which are the initial words? This is the initial word, okay? Stuff, must. Or you can say able, okay? So this is the initial word. If you don't find any initial word before the gap, then you have to check these things, okay? Because this is the initial word. Now, can you say the afterwords of question number 9? Can anyone tell which are the afterwords?
Far away.
Yes, far away. And can you say, is there any afterwords in question number 10?
No, sir.
Yes, there is no afterwards. Okay. So the initial words is letter. Can you see? Letter and. Letter and.
Yes, sir.
So the suggestion is whenever you will see this type of fill in the gap question, then you have to remember the initial words and the afterwards. Okay. So in question number 6, the initial words is 20th. In question number 7, the afterwards years old. In question number 8, your initial words are able or stuff. Okay. And in question number 9, your afterwards basically is per week. And in question number 10, your initial words is later. So do you understand the tips and tricks that I'm giving you right now? Students, do you understand the suggestions that I'm giving right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you will see this type of questions, this type of fill in the gap questions, then you have to remember the initial words and the afterwards. Okay. So can I go to the next part? Is it okay? Can I go to the next part?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Part
sir.
3. Now, I'm reading the questions and the instructions. For each question, choose the correct answer. Now, this is easy. You always give this type of questions. Okay. There will be questions and there will be 3 options. There will be questions and there will be 3 options. My saying is, can you say the suggestion or tips and tricks you need to do? Can you say the suggestion or tips and tricks? Can you give any idea? What will be your tips and tricks? Let us hear. Can anyone tell about the idea how you will identify and how you will have your answers easily? Can anyone tell any types of ideas and tips or tricks? Can anyone? Anyone?
Sir, by listening.
Listening is obviously this is basically the procedure. Can you tell any idea how to identify the answers easily within really short time? By identifying the main idea, okay? By identifying the keyword or main word, you can you can find your answers by identifying the keyword. So now, can anyone tell what is keyword? In my previous class, I have already taken class on PET, okay? This is about class 8 and 9. I have told them also, this is the same thing, the same drill and the same tricks. Whenever you will see this type of questions, and whenever you will see this type of 3 or 4 options, then you have to identify the keyword or the main word. So can anyone tell what is keyword is all about basically?
Sir,
Anyone?
main topic of question.
Main information. Yes, keyword means the main informational word of that whole phrase or of that whole sentence. Okay, there can be sentence or there can be phrases, but there will be 1 or 2 words that will convey the main information or the main thing, and that is basically the keyword. Suppose this is question number 11. Can you see the question? Who has already decided to go with Robert? This is the question, and there are 3 options. Option number A, family members. Option B, colleagues. Option C, tennis players, tennis partners. So can you say the keyword in option C? Partners is the information and tennis is the keyword. Okay, members is the information and family is the keyword. Okay, suppose we are going to the question number 14, that why does Laura like Dublin? And the first option is the people are friendly. So can anyone tell that main word or keyword? Anyone?
Friend.
Excellent. Yes, friendly is the keyword. Can anyone tell about the keyword in option B?
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. And can anyone tell about the keyword in option C?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yes. So
Beautiful.
these are the keywords, or these are the main information. Why I am saying this type of thing to you, or why I am giving these suggestions? Because if you can identify the keyword, then it will be really easy for you, to identify the correct answer. Okay. That's why this thing is really important. Whenever you will see this type of questions and this type of options, then you have to identify the keyword or the main informational word. If you can identify the keyword, then it will be really easy for you, to identify the main answer. Okay. So do you understand what I'm saying about this thing? Question 11 to 15. Students,
Yes,
do you
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell about the tips and tricks that I have already told? Can you say the tips? What was the tip? What was the tricks, by the way?
The keyword.
Yes, identifying the main word. If you can identify the main word, then it will be really easy for you, to identify the main answers or the correct answer. Okay. Can I go to the next part 4, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I go to the part 4? I need response from all the participants. There are lots of participants, but maximum 3 or 4 people are basically responding. So I need to have response from everyone. Can I go to the next part number 4?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anas is saying, sir, please zoom the pic. Okay, I am zooming in, but it is already, can you see these things? These are big. Is it okay? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is basically
sir.
already in a zoom mode. Okay. Now, part 4 is, for each question, choose the correct answer. Can you say what was the trick? These are the same tricks. You will hear the question.
Find out the
Yes.
main topic.
No, not main topic. Find out
Main
the main
word.
word. Yes. So this is also again the same. You will hear the question, you will hear the options, and you have to identify the keyword. And according to keyword, if that keyword matches with the question and you're listening, then that will be the correct answer. Okay. Whenever you will hear the audio, if your keyword matches with that information, and if that is true, then you can correct it. Okay. And that's why it is really important to understand and to remember the keyword. Okay. So whenever you will see this type of questions and this type of answers, that it is really important for you to remember the keyword. Can you say in question number 19, I'm giving you the first option, her train was delayed. So can anyone tell which word is basically the keyword?
Train.
No, train is basically the information. Another chance, I'm giving another opportunity.
Delay.
Yes, the main keyword is delayed. Excellent. Okay, now, so it is all about the part 4. So you can see part 4 and part 3, all these questions, you will have the same tricks. Okay, by using this technique, by having this strategy, you can have your answers quickly, or it will be easier for you, to choose that correct options. Okay, so you can see from question 11 to exactly question 20, you will hear the question, you will hear all the options. But before that, you have to remember the keyword, and based on that keyword and based on your listening, you have to choose the correct answer. Okay. Now, so can I go to the next part number 5? Can I go to the next part?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have explained about part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I am going to the part 5. So all of you, do you have understand all these parts, part 1, 2, 3, and 4? Students, do you understand part 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to the last part, and that is part 5. Question 21 to 25. Now what is this? Okay, you have to see the instruction, by the way. For each question, choose the correct answer. You will hear Simon talking to Maria about a party. What will each person bring to the party? So now, basically, you have to match these questions with these options. Okay, it is basically about matching. You have to match these questions with these informations, and then you have to fill these boxes. Remember, you don't need to fill the boxes with the word. Okay, don't write any word. You have to only write the letter. Okay, in your examination hall, don't write any word. Suppose don't write chicken, you have to only write the option T. Okay, so you will hear the voice, you will hear the audio twice, and then you have to match these words with these options. Okay, and you already have understood the question. You will hear Simon talking to Maria about a party. What will each person bring to the party? So these all the persons will go to that party, and everyone will have something to bring. Okay, they will bring something from these options, and you have to listen, and you have to understand which person will bring what. Suppose Simon is bringing fish. Suppose, okay, Simon is bringing fish, then what will be the answer? Can anyone tell? Suppose Simon is bringing fish, then what will be the answer?
E.
Yes, you have
Yes,
to
sir.
only write E. Don't write fish. Okay, you have to only write the letter E. Don't color anything. Okay, you can only say by your mouth. Don't need to color anything. And again, I'm saying, suppose Peter is bringing cheese. So what will be the answer? Suppose Peter is bringing cheese, then what will be the answer?
C.
Yes, exactly. So you will hear these things twice, and these are easy. You have to match these words with the letter. Okay. Don't write any word. You have to write only letters. Now you can see you now have 6 minutes to write your answers on the answer sheet. So basically, this is all about that 6 minutes. Okay. And you can see again, you now have 6 minutes to write your answers on your answer sheet. So basically in your answer, you will have this 6 minutes to transfer all the answers. Okay. From questions to answer, you can have your answers. In your questions, you can write, you can take a note by writing on that on pencils, and then you will have 6 minutes to transfer your answers from question to your answer sheet. Okay. It is basically wise, first to draft your answer on your question and then transfer your answer from question to your answer sheet, and basically you will get 6 minutes. Okay. So this is all about your listening module. You will have 5 parts, and I am revising everything. Okay. First thing, you will have 35 minutes. Basically, you will have 29 minutes, and then you will have 6 minutes to transfer your answers from question to your answer sheet. Then you will have 5 parts. Each and every part, after each and every part, there will be little time for you to check your answers. Each questions will carry 1 word. Each questions will be played twice. Okay, there will be 5 parts. This is about the part 1. You will hear the question, and according to your listening, you have to choose the correct image, okay, or correct option. And about the second part 2, the fill in the gap. You have to. Okay, so the part 2, you have to fill in the gap. And what was the strategy? Can anyone tell about the strategy? Anyone? What was the tricks? Can anyone tell? What was
Sir,
the strategy?
afterward.
Yes, you have to remember the initial words or the afterwards. Suppose question number 6, you have to remember this thing, 20th. Or question number 7, you have to remember this thing, years old. Question number 8, you have to remember these things, stops, okay, or able. Question number 9, you have to remember this thing, per week. And question number 10, you have to remember letter. Okay. So in fill in the gap types of questions, you have to remember the initial words and the afterwards. And the next part 3 and 4, these are all are same. You will hear the question, you will hear the options, and you have to identify the keyword. Suppose this is the keyword friendly, or this is the keyword beautiful, or this is the keyword, sorry, this is the keyword interesting, and this is the keyword beautiful. So for these questions, you have to identify the keyword, because if you can identify the keyword, then your answers will be really easy, and you will have less time. You will get, and you will give your answers too quickly. Okay, because you will have only 29 minutes. So that's why these strategies is really important. Okay. And about the part 5, you have to match these informations. Okay, you have to match your left sides and you have to match your right sides. Suppose your answer, Simon is bringing fish, then your answer will be E. Don't write any word, you have to write only the letter. Okay. Suppose Michael is bringing salad, so your answer will be H. Don't write salad, you have to write only H. And then you will get 6 minutes to transfer your answer from question to your answer sheet. Okay. So this is all about the part 5, and this is all about your listening module. In today's class, do you have understood all of this thing, students?
Yes, sir.
Is this class helpful to you? By the way, I have forgot to ask you this question. Is this online class helpful to you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Do you understand my language or my speed or my accent? Is it clear?
sir. Yes, sir.
By the way, is
Yes,
this
sir.
subject is really difficult or easy?
Sir, easy.
This is basically not a difficult subject. This is one type of game. You have to be really smart and you have to be really focused, to have a good grade. And if you can have your strategies, if you have your focus, 100% focus on your listening, then you will genuinely get the highest grade. And I'm repeating again, your exams is about to come within 1 month. Your exam date is 25 and 26 of October. Okay. So prepare yourself really well, practice these things, because if you don't practice your listening things, then you will not be expert. How many, I can take 10 classes or 15 classes or 50 classes, but if you don't practice this listening test, then you will not be expert. It is all about, practicing. Okay. So, I will give you links. You have to click the links and you have to practice. And by the way, my next class, tomorrow is my next class. And in my next class, I will give you the listening link. And from next class, your listening practice will be started. Okay. Your first class, today's class is all about instructions, and from the next class, I will give you listening links and you will practice from that link. Okay. So do you, all of you have understood all of these things? These listening 5 parts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So this is all about today. Okay, this is all about today. This is about the instructional things. I hope that you have understood all these things. Did you? All of you have understood these 5 parts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember, in my next class, tomorrow is my next listening class, and in my next class, I will send you the link, and you have to practice. Okay. Listening is really important. The more you will listen, the more you will practice, the more it will be easier for you, to get the good grade. Okay. So this is all about today. I will see you in my next class. Till then, take care, tata, and remember, lots of temperatures going on. To take care of yourself and also your family. Lots of heats and lots of temperature. Okay. So take care of yourself and your family, and tomorrow we will see again you. Okay. Till then, goodbye and take care. Bye bye.
Sir, Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.